A $200 coaching call turned into $27,000 a few months later. Not a bad investment there.
Let me tell you about Evan Burse. Evan Burse used to be an illustrator at Marvel and Warner Brothers. He's worked on things like Teen Titans, Batman, The Incredible Hulk, and that was his dream growing up, was to be an animator at Marvel, the biggest comic book company on the planet Earth. And he went to school for it. He went to do all of his things. He practiced his art. He became one of the best comic book drawers of the industry until he got his dream job at Marvel. But then he realized that dream everyone had sold him, that dream he thought was going to be amazing, while fun, while it was amazing, like he enjoyed what he was doing, but it was kind of a nightmare because he was at the office every week for like 60, 70, sometimes 80 hours just grinding deep into the night so that he could draw these cartoons. But guess what? He wasn't at home with his wife. He wasn't at home with his kids. And he was just watching life passing by, and he was in this corporate structure, and he was working this corporate job, and everything was kind of just like, man, there's got to be more to life than this. I've got to be able to do what I love, to draw superheroes, to draw comic book characters, to live in my art out in the world without having to do this corporate day-to-day 70-hour-week hustle that's taking me away from my family and taking me away from all the things that mean the most to me in life. So he started doing things on the internet. He was like, well, maybe I can be a YouTuber. And he goes out and he starts a YouTube channel where he teaches people how to draw superheroes. It's called The Cartoon Block. And he goes out and he does this and he gets a little following, and he's like, yes, I'm starting to build a following. Man, maybe I can become some kind of influencer on YouTube or Facebook or some other social media channel. Man, I'm going to be able to make money from my art. I'm going to be able to make money doing what I love without having to be in this corporate job.
It must have been about 90, 95,000 subscribers on YouTube. The most I ever made was like $2,000 in 1 month with my YouTube ad revenue.
And he realized, man, influencers don't really make any money. That's the secret, right? They get the likes and they feel good. The influencers get the comments and they feel good. Or maybe they get the comments and they get to argue and they get that adrenaline rush, but then they can't eat on it, because I ain't never seen nobody spend likes at the grocery store. I've never seen anybody go up to the Walmart checkout line and go, I'd like my groceries. Look at all my comments. How much is that worth? It's not worth anything, man. Even your views. Hey, man, I got 400,000 views. Will you take views to buy this house? They're not going to take views to buy your house. You've got to be able to monetize your content if you're going to make money on the internet.
I thought I was going to be YouTube rich, YouTube famous, have me a yacht with a helicopter on it. Yes, YouTube was going to be all it for me. Wrong. Didn't happen.
So Evan started looking around for a coach. He started looking around for something else, something to teach him how to make money online. And that's when he found the Flipped Lifestyle podcast. He found flippedlifestyle.com. He found our website and he came there and he started looking around and saying, whoa, these people are making money selling lesson plans as school teachers. These people are making an entire living and they've only got a couple hundred people following them on their podcast. These people are making money over here raising chickens in their backyard. This guy over here is making money teaching people how to play guitar. Wait a minute, this girl right here, she's making money teaching people how to draw. Hey, if she can do it, maybe I can do it. That's what Evan thought. So he reached out and he joined into our program. He got into a course and we started teaching him how to monetize his content. And I remember one day I was talking to Evan on a coaching call and he said, Shane, I got this audience I've built. I know how to draw, man. How can I make money doing this? And I said, dude, we've got to build some content that you can sell. We've got to build some services. You got to solve a problem for people. There's people out there that want to be an animator. Maybe they want to write their own children's book. Maybe they just want to learn how to draw superheroes in their spare time so they can relax and have fun, right? Maybe it's just a hobby to them, but they're willing to pay to get better at the hobby. Think how much people pay to golf. That's a hobby for most people, but they pay money to learn how to golf better. Think about people who just want to play guitar. They're not trying to be Eddie Van Halen and go out there and be a rock star. They just want to learn how to play guitar better. So they get lessons. You could go out and teach people how to draw superheroes. So we go over the next month and we put a product together. He teaches people how to draw like a human body, like a superhero. And we start looking at his videos. And we're like, well, these are your most popular videos. Let's make a course to teach people how to draw this stuff. We started talking about his marketing strategy. And I said, hey, do a time-lapse video of you drawing a character on a Post-it note. Keep it simple, keep it sketched, and say, hey, if you'd like to learn how to draw this, click this link and I'll sell you a course. And guess what? He goes out, he launches it.
I remember I was driving to work that day, driving to Marvel, and my PayPal notification started going off, like 147, sale, 147, sale, 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 sale. And I'm at work. I didn't get any work done that day. I'm just in the office. I'm just looking at my phone. I got zero work done. And I didn't do anything. I made $10,000, a little over, but it was $10,000 in 24 hours. I was like, I can't believe it. I'm showing this to my wife. I'm like, honey, look at this. I made $10,000 in 24 hours. So now for the remainder of that month, ended up making, I want to say it was $27,000 total.
3 or 4 months later, he had completely replaced his entire income. He was getting paid well to draw superheroes at Marvel, the biggest animation studio in the world. And he quit that job.
Deuces. And that's a wrap.
And he's been full-time online ever since, all because he had an idea for an online business. He went out and he created content. He went out and used his story to market it. And he started serving people that were just a chapter or two behind him in the journey. And now he doesn't have to do the 80-hour work week. He doesn't have to pick his job over his kids, or his job over his spouse, or his job over himself. He's in total control of his time, total control of his life. And it's all because he took his God-given gifts and he put them out in the marketplace. You can do the exact same thing. Listen, I was a school teacher in Southeast Kentucky. I was able to quit my job because I started an online business serving school teachers, selling them lesson plans. I was a football coach and I sold playbooks on the internet that I made myself. And Evan Burse went out and took his God-given talents, his God-given gifts, things he already loved to do, things he already learned how to do, experiences he had lived through, put them in a product, served other people, and now he makes his entire living on the internet. Why can't you do the exact same thing? We would love to show you how over fliplifestyle.com. If you've got an idea, if you've got a dream for any kind of online business, let's help you write your story just like I did, just like Evan did, and just like thousands, millions of other people are doing right now on the internet. You don't have to do what the world told you was your dream. You can dream a little bit and go out and build your dream for yourself.
A $200 coaching call turned into $27,000 a few months later. Not a bad investment there. I think Shane and Jocelyn, they actually did change my life. Me and my wife, they actually did. And I thank them for it.